check and make sure that it's working off right now. Okay, so it's working right now, so we'll just hope that it keeps staying working. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through and we'll just be kind of messing around and making something in the meantime to pass the time and make sure that it's all working. So this is kind of a big test. If you're watching, I appreciate it. Let's get into it. Okay, let's speed that up. Let's try to go with something quick like this. Okay, let's transpose it a little bit. So let's go down 3. Let's get another sound. So hopefully my voice is coming through as well as the music from the stream. This is my first time testing it with everything, so there's a big chance everything isn't going to work together or be on time with my mouth moving with the words or whatever, but hopefully it is, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to grab a Mellotron. I've been using the Mellotron a ton lately. So we're just gonna either do the counter. I mean, we could do another top line, but I kind of like the one in the piano. So when I'm doing this, people have some questions sometimes. I'm mainly picturing the melody in my head and just kind of trying to do it like that. And sometimes it doesn't come out exactly how it was in my head, and it's better, and I just roll with that. Come on. So I like that low note first. I'm actually going to start over from there. I like my counter melodies to cover up as much of like the scale range as possible. Like I don't like it to all be kind of monotone in, say, either in the high register or the mid. I kind of like it to move around like this where it builds a little bit. I'd usually even do it a little bit more, so this would be lower, but we might keep messing with it. Hopefully the audio is still working. I have no idea, and I don't have chat, so Okay, so then to make that last a little bit, actually, we're just messing around, so let's just move on to the next thing. Let's drag both of these in, and I need that mellotron to sit in the mix a little bit better. So, just to test if the CPU is kind of pushing it and causing the audio to jump out, let's, for right now, just try some stuff that's going to use a little bit more of the CPU. Let's use drip. Let's EQ that into place. Let's use wider to make it fill up a little bit more of the spectrum. I'm going to try to push the CPU because I think that's what was happening before, or the memory was kind of getting like maxed and then was causing the audio to dip out. So let's clone this piano and let's try to find a better sound. That on its own, so then we can have the keys for different parts of this loop. So this is obviously going to be the roads. I'll just name them keys. And we want to add a little bit of life and character to this one, so let's go with RC20. I just got a text that everything's working, so I don't know why my chat's not working, but at least I have someone looking out, so I appreciate it. I want to get some of that high end back, and then we have some low mid build up here, so I'm going to first cut off the lows. Just roll this up, and then see that big build up right there. For how this loop's gonna go, we don't need all this stuff. We don't need this stuff right here. Okay, let's figure out the key. I'm too lazy to figure it out by ear right now. Let's just use auto key. E minor, okay. So now let's grab a vocal chop or vocal sample of some kind. So again, I'm going to kind of keep using the same stuff that I've been using to see if this is what causes the issue or the audio to cut out. So it's going to be a lot of the same instruments you've seen before, because I don't know what's causing the issue, and I ended up getting this whole MacBook so that this can work, so I'm hoping it does. So yeah, anyway, let's come into here, let's select E minor, and I have no clue if this chop is going to work, but it hopefully should, so let's get into here. I do not like that chop, so let's go with something else. something simple like that. Let's grab Effector and put it on the box one. Add wider to that also. Okay, perfect. And let's get one more element in here. Let's go with the acoustic guitar. Let's maybe try to just cheat code it, put this in here, and arpeggiate it. No. Let's just grab the chords. Just the basic bottom three of each, like this. Come on. Copy those into the guitar. Okay, we can work with this for right now. Grab that, make that fit in. Let's go with another RC20. Computer did I buy? I bought the new M1 Mac, which is probably the stupidest one because they like don't work with half the software. But I already had the M1 Mac, the Mac Mini, and what's crazy is I actually left like a Windows gaming computer, so the gaming computer was for sure more powerful, but this one just makes it easier in a lot of the other stuff I'm doing. Yeah, don't want to go fully into it now, but I think it's working. I mean, I've been pushing it, just kind of randomly dragging in some of my heavier plugins and stuff, and everything seems to be working, so. I want to work with this a little bit more, kind of give it some sort of a. Maybe let's try Looperator. That's how it goes. But it works with everything. I missed my old MacBook a ton and my Mac computers, and yeah, my Windows computer's still here. I sold my laptop that I had, my gaming laptop, and I just have my Windows gaming computer like in a box in a storage room. But so I could still use it if I want, but now the features of this that I use a lot, if you don't use them, then there's really no point. So this sound is getting way too much in the mix, so I'm gonna delete what we did on it. Just gonna keep it natural like that, and let's just add a basic fruity reverb. Oh, did I not add the reverb into here? Let's see. There we go. Let's add a bass in now. I'm gonna go with the retail bass again. I don't know why I love this bass so much. It just sounds good, especially in these kind of like airy loops like this. You have to set it up a little bit in FL, so you have to just make sure that it cuts off when you want it to in the envelope. So now what we're gonna do is let's just try the bass line from the piano and plop that into here. And then we need to pitch it up, so we copied it over too far. Let's drag it over and then pitch it up, and then make sure the velocities are all the same. So we have something basic here. I'm just gonna kind of keep building it. Usually, like obviously all this isn't gonna play. Whoa, my vocal is clipping. Let me check on that. Whoa, okay, let me pull that down. So, yeah, so obviously, like, I'm not gonna have all these sounds playing at the same time. You know, I'm gonna break them apart throughout the track, but I wanna make sure that they all live in the same world together, so I'm gonna stack them right now. Let's just grab some sort of random, the KBZ, we haven't used this, right? No one shots, let's try these, we haven't messed with these. Some sort of bell. So let's make a melody that works with this piano. This bell is not a good one. No. Maybe this one. Let's try another drip. never really used this one either, so if anyone knows some good presets, let me know. This one sounds pretty tight. A lot of space though. Maybe pull the feedback down. That's kind of crazy. It's almost worth the ton of reverb that there is. Let's make the time a little bit less. Yeah, that's crazy. Ton of reverb though in World 2, so we need to cut. I'm just going to EQ some of that out, just so that we're dealing with the kind of main frequency area. Just like this, like, airiness is what I want out of this. Okay, so now we have everything we need to make a loop. We even have a little bit too much in there, but that's kind of the point of this, is to test it and make sure the audio is working. I'm getting messages saying that it's working still, so that is good news. So let's break this down and actually create the loop. So let's just grab all these and drag these over into here and duplicate it out to where we would usually have like the hook start to come back. Do one extra, drag this out. This is like my new little secret with loops. We count how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I guess I don't have to count, the tracks right there, but so we'll duplicate it out that many times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then let's just make sure that we have one of each thing. So this is going to make it so that if someone gets this loop, or if I want to use it later, I don't have to like every single thing about the loop. I have the loop printed right here, which is what we're going to build, and then I have each of the pieces printed out in a stem, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and start to build the track out like this. So what would I want in the start of the song, for example? So probably that vocal sound and probably just the piano. Ooh, maybe just the Rhodes. So I like that. Okay, perfect. I still think I like the keys more. Let's have just the mellotron. Like that, there we go. So this is what I would have for the intro. And then at 9 right here is where we'd have the hook come in, right? So I'm probably going to cut out all the stuff that I have just so we can have new elements come in. So this Rhodes is definitely not standing up. We need to bring some of those low frequencies back. Let's swap out that Rhodes. That Rhodes ain't fitting anymore. half of the hook right here. And then at 25 is where the verse part would come in, so let's... just like that. So now we have the loop, right? We have from the intro to where we would have either the breakdown or the hook come back in. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the whole thing now and we're going to print that. So we're going to Option R and just print. I mean, it's good to see that the sound is still working. I mean, I think it is for the most part. We've been going for, who knows? Does it tell me? I have no idea. How long have we been going? Nowhere tells me. Okay, well. Let me check the audio. Yeah, it seems like it's working. So that's good. I think that having the new computer fixed everything. But, I mean, I did have this happen where it took like an hour or more for the audio issue to kick out. But anyway, so now we have this loop right here, right? Whoa, what's going on with my mouse? There we go. I'm going to listen through the whole thing just to make sure it printed fine and that there was no weird issues, which sometimes happen before I delete everything. Okay, so let's check these little pieces. You can just kind of click through them. Make sure there's no weird static or anything. Perfect. So now we don't need all of this stuff, right? Like, I'm just going to keep and store this sample. So all of this stuff we have in the session, we can delete and reset all of that. And then we have just this right here. So let's open this up into an audio editor like this. And then what we're going to do from here is just delete this loop marker, normalize it by clicking that, and then let's save this. So I'll have this be something like, what's the first word that I see come into mind? Bye. And then 170 BPM. And this is how I save my loops and how I make them for anybody that's wondering. Boom, and then I do tempo sync from here just so it kind of lines it up properly. Come into this save button right here and I will click on samples. Go down to my sample kit, loop kits, and let's paste it in here. So now if I'm making a session, right, let's pretend like this is a brand new session. We have the one that we just made, which is right here. Alright, so if we're producing, we can come into here and just start jumping right in, bring this over, and this would be our starting point. So we already have an intro all the way to a hook, but if we don't like all these elements or we want to just use one, we can do this, right? But because it's also printed, it's easy to transpose it up and down. So say I want to transpose it up 5, I can just drag it up like this. Let's even do down to right, we can sync this to project tempo. We we can make this slower if we want. We can drop it way down. Right, or we can take it way up past where we were. We can be up at 180. And this is where the creative control comes in. This is why I like printing my melodies and doing it this way. Sometimes I don't do this workflow, but usually I do. Right, so I can already hear this. If we pitch it up just a couple cents, maybe 300, we're going to have something a little bit brighter. And then I'm going to send this to the mixer. And let's cut out some of those low frequencies for now, just so that we can add in an 808 of our own. And then let's check the key on that. I mean, it was E minor, so it should be like F sharp minor or something like that. Maybe G. Okay, G minor. So this just makes it super easy from here. Let's grab some put some MIDI in here like this. Just click this out. Off just because I don't want them to start building up over time. Select a bigger note like main, just drag them out like that, and then we'll go back to half step. This hi-hat's a little bit too much, so let's build something else. Okay, and let's just duplicate that. So if you want to easily, you can either highlight from here and duplicate over like that, or you can add a note at the very end, Command L so that it all goes over, and then duplicate it from there. Okay. So let's grab an 808. Hopefully you guys have some headphones or something you can listen to this in. So we're going to do cut self. We want to make sure to turn the loop points off. And then it said we were in G minor. So I'm going to go up a scale so that we're higher up, so that we can actually hear the notes better. that starting note. Even though it's on G minor, I don't think I want it to start on G minor. Like, I know that's the note, which is G. It's just not hitting right when I drop it down. I think we need to pitch it up a little bit. Let's go up 2 more. Beat was garbage. I mean, the loop was fire, but the beat was garbage. So we'll just crash that, delete that. But appreciate everybody for watching. It seems like the audio works, so I should be able to hopefully start streaming again consistently like I was before. And yeah, hopefully this is all working, and I'm going to stop rambling. Peace out. Take it easy. Have a good day.